Good morning students, welcome to our next lecture of data structures and algorithms. In our today's lecture, we will study about sorting and what is the meaning of sorting and the different techniques of sorting. This unit, that means the third unit, is searching and sorting. In our previous lecture, we studied about what is searching and what are different searching techniques. We studied two main techniques of searching. First one was sequential search and the second one was binary search. So in today's lecture we will study about sorting. Sorting is the rearranging of data of a data structure into a desired sequence. That means we are having some data in our data structure and that data is not arranged in a proper sequence. So arranging that unsorted data or the data which is not in a proper sequence, arranging that data into a proper sequence. Proper sequence means the data should be either in increasing form or in decreasing form. So the arrangement of unsorted data or data which is not in a proper sequence into a proper sequence, that means either in increasing order or in decreasing order, is known as sorting. So this arranging of data in a sequence is known as sorting. Now we will study about different sorting techniques. We will study about 5 to 6 different types of sorting techniques which we can apply on the data which is stored in data structure, and all these techniques will work differently. So we will study all these techniques using the example that how we can apply different techniques to sort the unsorted data. Our first technique is bubble sort. Bubble sort means it is such a kind of technique in which each element is compared with adjacent element of the array. That means each element we are comparing with the adjacent element of the array. If the first element is greater than the second element, then what we will do? We will interchange the position of first element and the second element. Okay, after interchanging the position, we will move towards the next element in the array, compare it with its corresponding next element. Again we will do the comparison. The greater number will shift towards the right and the smaller number will shift towards the left of the greater number. So in this way, in applying all these comparisons, we will get a sorted array at the end. So let's understand this bubble sort using an example. Suppose we are having an example of this unsorted array. This is an unsorted array. In this array we are having 5 data elements. 5 data elements are 25, 9, 41, 130 and 15. And these A0, A1, A2, A3 and A4 are the locations of these data elements. We will solve or we will sort this unsorted array in increasing order, in increasing order. That means the first position, the first location of this array should contain the smallest number among these 5 numbers. So we will sort this unsorted array in increasing order. We will apply different pass. Pass means in first pass we will compare all these elements with each other. Then after the completion of first pass we will get the largest data element sorted at its place. Then in next pass we will again compare the elements corresponding to their elements, and in second pass we will get the second largest element sorted at its proper location. Similarly, in all the pass we will get at the end a sorted array. So let's start with pass 1. In pass 1, first step is we will compare data element at location 0 with data element at location 1. So we are comparing the data elements at A0 and A1. So A0 contains 25 and A1 contains 9. Since 25 is greater than 9, that means we need to interchange the position, because we are arranging or sorting our data in increasing order. That means smaller value will come before the greater value. So 25 is greater than 9, that means we need to interchange the position of 25 and 9. So what we will do, we will interchange the position of 25 and 9, and our new array will become 9, 25, 41, 130 and 15. Now we will compare next two elements, A1 and A2. A1 contains the value 25 and A2 contains the value 41. Since 25 is not greater than 41, so there is no need to interchange. We will not interchange the positions of 25 and 41, because according to their values they are properly arranged. Further moving, we will compare the element at A2 and A3. A2 contains 41 and A3 contains value 130. So 41 is also not greater than 130. So there is no need to interchange the positions of 41 and 130. Moving further, we will compare values at A3 and A4. A3 contains 130 and A4 contains 15. Since 15 is less than 130, so we need to interchange the position of 130 and 15. So what we will do, we will interchange the position of 130 and 15. After interchanging the position of 130 and 15, our new array will become 9, 25, 41, 15 and 130. Now see, after the completion of first pass, our largest element got sorted at the end of the array. So in first pass, we got the largest element sorted at its proper place. Now this is our resultant array of first pass. Taking this resultant array as the initial array in second pass, what we will do, we will compare A0 and A1. A0 contains the value 9 and A1 contains the value 25. So 9 is greater than 25? No. That means there is no need to interchange the position of 9 and 25. Moving further, we will compare the value of 25 and 41. 25 is greater than 41? No. Then also there is no need to interchange the position of 25 and 41. In third step, we will compare the values of 41 and 15. 41 is greater than 15. Yes, that means we need to interchange the positions of both 41 and 15, because 15 is less than 41. So we will interchange the position of 41 and 15, and our resultant array of pass 2 will be 9, 25, 15, 41 and 30. See now, 30 was the largest element of this unsorted array, 130 was the largest element of this unsorted array, and 130 got sorted in first pass. After 130, the second largest element in this array is 41. So in second pass, this second largest element 41 also got sorted at its proper place. Now this resultant array of pass 2 will become the initial array of pass 3. Now we will compare A0 and A1. Since 9 is not greater than 25, that means there is no need to interchange the position of 9 and 25. Further moving, we will compare the values of A1 and A2. A1 and A2 will be compared. Value at A1 is 25 and A2 is 15, and 25 is greater than 15. Yes, that means the greater value is coming before the smaller value. So according to this situation, we need to interchange the position of 25 and 15. So what we will do, we will interchange the position of 25 and 15. Now at the no need, since 41 and 130 are already sorted, so there is no need to move further or to compare further. In this way we can save some time of comparison. And in pass 3 we got the third largest element sorted at its proper place. Okay, now this is the resultant array of pass 3. Moving further, in pass 4 we will compare A0 and A1. We will not move further 25 because after 25 all the elements are sorted according to their locations. So we will compare only A0 and A1. A0 contains 9 and A1 contains 15. So 9 is less than 15, that means there is no need to interchange, and the array becomes 9, 15, 25, 41 and 130. So this is the desired sorted array of this unsorted array. We sorted this unsorted array into a sorted array in increasing form. That means on left side we are having the smallest number and on right side we are having the largest number. So in this way we can apply bubble sort technique to sort a given array. I hope you all have understood. So this was all about bubble sort. Thank you very much.